And I'm just very grateful for everybody showing up because it's only going to get better from here. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word. This is going to be a true trans women's group who our main focus and our main purpose of being here is to support each other as trans women and be able to support each other and give each other info and really just be there for each other as a group. That's the purpose of the group, honestly. I think there's a huge need in our community, even in the LGBT community, for specific trans groups. I think we're treated as like the stepchildren of the LGBT community, and I think that needs to stop. But in order for that to stop, it's up to us to put us down to it, for real. Because if we don't value ourselves as people, how can we expect to be, you know, for other people to value us? I mean, we are human, we're people, we deserve to be treated fairly with respect. And basically the purpose of the group is for us to be organized, so if somebody has a problem where someone's treated really horribly at a restaurant or at a hospital or at, you know, somewhere like that, we can be gathered and we can be organized enough to make a difference and call them and rally. If we have to fucking protest, then we're gonna protest. I just feel like it's time for people, not just the LGBT community, but society in general, to realize that we're here as transgender women. It was white. I think it's time for us to be taken seriously as a group. And I think that's the whole purpose of the reason why we decided to start it. Is there any, so basically that's the purpose of our group. And it's to provide like a safe space for us. You know what I'm saying? So the purpose is the basic kind of rule is, even though there's not 100 people here, but anyways, leave the shade at the door. We're here for a purpose. We're not here to be shady or to talk about each other. We're here for a purpose. One's evil, one might. The more participation, the better. I want everybody to spit out their stories and what they feel is a genuine need. Because everybody's different. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody's experience is different. Overall respect for each other. We're all here for a purpose. I think we all should be treated fairly and lovely. What was it that you were talking about? That's okay. But anyways, overall respect. We're here. I'm so happy that she's from the came. I'm happy that everybody's here, but like, I feel like these are
Tracy, we appreciate you coming. Yeah.
But you know, the younger girls, these are bringing in a whole different light into transsexual community. These are young. These are experiencing things that other girls didn't experience. You know what I'm saying? Chloe, you're a baby. These are babies. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you so much for coming. I had people fill these things out. Why are you here? What do you expect from us? And what should we expect from you? Support however we can support each other. We're sisters. We're all sisters. You know, I don't think anybody understands what we go through besides ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers, I love them to death, but they don't know the things that we go through as transsexuals, the discrimination. You know, even just going on the bus sometimes can be a scandal. You know what I'm saying? So I think the purpose of this group is so we can support each other. If you're having a bad day, you can call me and we can talk about it and we can, you know, just find a solution for you to feel better. That's, another thing is, to show support and be heard about issues we face in the community without help. We went around looking for help, like what's out there for trans women specifically. And honestly, we didn't find very much. And these places are designed, they're funded by the government to provide resources for us. And we were there just asking basic questions. Do you have pamphlets? Do you have, besides speaking to me, do you have anything I can show my friends on what you do for the trans women? And they didn't. They didn't have anything. I mean, not to talk down, whatever, but when it's time for somebody to come in, someone's coming off the street and they want help, you know what I'm saying? The purpose for these places who are funded are to help us, not to be like, well, you know, we just started, we don't really know, like, but we, you know, we can give you this, we can give you that. you're not doing anything for me. I came all the way over here. I want you to help me. You're getting paid to help me. So in that aspect, that's why we are here, because we're gonna help our sisters. The new girls that are coming in that don't know what to do, we're gonna help them. We're gonna guide them in a way that they needed to be guided, because we're just trans, you know? I don't know.
We're trans women.
We're trans women.
In real life.
Who knows how to help a new girl besides, you know, us?
Someone with experience, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Similar experiences. We've already walked down that path. You know what I'm saying? All the hardships we've walked through. I'm gonna save you some time. I'm gonna save you some hardship. I'm gonna tell you where you need to go. Laser, George is on Peter. He said, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You wanna get your name changed. This is what this group is for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different ways of doing things. I can talk to 5 different girls on how you change your name. I'm gonna get 4 different answers. What is the best way to do it? What is the best? How did you do it? Oh, you did it this way. It works for you. Okay. Well, this is how we're all gonna do it. Yeah. That's kind of the purpose of what the group is. And, okay, another one is I need a job, or I need an apartment. What kind of help is there for me? Well, right now it seems like Chicago House is pretty good for a trans girl to go to, but they didn't have anything on paper that I could show you to say like what can they do to help or whatever. But the goal of this group is, as time goes on, we're gonna get resources through different organizations to provide a better answer to girls that need help finding a job or an apartment or anything like that. All right, so let's talk. We're here. Let's talk about what would you like? What kind of things would you like? For example, Chloe, you for being so young, you already done so much. Like it's women like you that I would love to have, like to be a true member of the group, because there is so many girls that come in and they're your age or even older and they don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? You've gone through so much and you know so much. What kind of what kind of I'm hoping that one day if I have a girl that needs help, I can count on Chloe to guide her slightly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's basically. Emmanuel? Go ahead.
Yeah, no. First of all, there's.
Come on, get up.
Okay, sure. Let me get up here then. I think what we need first is, we all know we have needs and everything, but we should establish a mission statement. What is it that we want, get it down into just a nice outline, clean, simple, and then we start building around that.
Yeah.
Because we can go to politicians, we can go to, because a lot of what you're talking about, the funding and everything that goes on here, what happens, the money's out there, and then other organizations that do HIV or do, homelessness, they take on, they take on people that fit in that category. They throw the extra category of trans, right? So that they can say we're doing something for trans people. Now, I work at the Trans Life Center, okay, and they've got terrible delays because of problems with the city of Chicago. So because I got hired by them way back, and I didn't work my first day until late August. So they have volunteer shifts, but they aren't able to fill them because they don't have the time for the resources right now to train the people, to do the volunteer things. So there's people that say, well, I tried to volunteer and I didn't get anywhere, So there's struggles there, but they're so tied into federal money and HUD money and everything that they're sort of like very limited in scope. I know that I'm pretty sure that there isn't much help for Latinas who don't speak English. So I'm saying those are things that need to be addressed. And again, most of it they focus. Trans Life Center is going to have job training that anybody can walk in off the streets. To teach you how to write resumes and all of that. And they're also going to have like a medical guy that I believe is twice a week. That's at the Trans Life Center up on Kenwood. Okay, but he'll dispense advice.
But I think it just kind of goes back to us as a whole being more organized, because, like I said, we can't depend on some of these places unfortunately, that are gonna answer some of the questions that only another girl who's been through it can answer. You know what I'm saying? So the after speeches are good, but when we went in there, it went back to not having the necessary.
Okay, so then what you can do is then build up a resource list so that we know what doctors are available, you know, whether they accept insurance, you know, are they on the north side, are they on the south side, you know. For years I've heard of George's, but I never knew where he was until the other day. Yeah, you know, so what I'm saying, see, those sort of things are necessary to make the transition much smoother, you know. And so to me, I want to set up a mission statement and then, you know, like say, okay, we're going to go after, you know, our political connections, we're going to go to our connections inside the medical field, see how you can tie them together outside of the system that's already established, because that system isn't working. You know, if we keep trying to make them move, they move, you know, a half inch, they're like the Catholic Church, you know, it takes them generations.
And me, Monica and Gina, we came into the Chicago and we went to Center on Hospice with the intentions of getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Like, we took time out of our day, we got ready. Not that we're too busy, but I mean, seriously, we took time out of our day to accomplish something. You know what I'm saying? And not to knock Chicago House, because I know eventually they're gonna offer more. But like, just imagine it was 3 already established Trinity Centrals going into a place that's supposed to help trainees, and they didn't give us anything. Like, it just kind of made us realize that we need a group. We need to be organized.
Because if you had HIV or if you were
if you already have HIV, they'll throw the world at you.
Yeah.
You can have an apartment, you can have
but that's their focus, right?
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be on trainees that are living a real
That's
life.
a stereotype.
Right. Sure, and that's what we told them, like, not all.
That's how they get their resources.
Sure.
You know, they go after those resources. So I personally think if you step outside of the system, you know, start building a structure, but you have to be in it for the long haul. You can't say like, we're going to have disappointments, we're going to have, you know, like victories. But I'm saying when you fall down, we pick each other up.
Absolutely. We've been talking about starting a trans group since I've known Monica for years. But we just feel like now is the time, and that's why we're here. And the main group is we're going to meet once a month. Everybody's welcome to join, and we're really going to try to tackle issues that are affecting trans women. Some girls can't even get their lights on. You have to physically go there, like, okay, if you didn't change your name but you're a transsexual and you want to go and get your lights on.
I experienced that.
And you're using false ID. All those little instances like that are.
I'm working on the name changing project now with the TJLP, you know, so I'm being trained for that, you know. And again, Latinas need to be there, you know, because and actually trans women need to be there too, just so that they can like bring those people out. They get shy, they get, you know, in front of the judge or whatever. You know, so I think if we start with the idea that we get an idea together and then we build like a structure. You know, I'm really on board with this, but I got to go to New York right now. So the only thing I wanted to talk, you know, to mention is the march. I really, you know, want us to make a big presence there. Yeah. And not just trans women, but Latinas, you know, as a whole. So I'm working on several different things. Now, most of the information is available on the WW March in Springfield. In other words, about the buses and everything. You know, but generally speaking, and again, some of the buses are funded, right?
Right. The Project Vita bus is funded, so that might be the best way for this group to go. It's
and so, okay, you know, so to me, I would like to see. I'm a banner maker, so I can make banners. Okay, just as long as you cover just the cost of the materials that it takes me to put it together.
You should.
Okay, you know.
We need a banner. We need a banner.
You know, so to me.
Let me know how much, and I got it.
We'll talk about all of this stuff, okay? But you know, I really want to encourage everybody to go on your Facebooks and contact everybody that's on your lists, you know, and start talking this up, you know. But you know, I don't want to exclude, you know, people that you know, have different variations of gender, you know, variants or something. But I really want this to focus on trans women because, regardless, when you go into transition, you go into, you know, a class where women, you know, a woman in general life is, you know, she's in danger. You know, with poverty and children, they get all of the bad stuff of society on the jobs and everything. We, you know, we do the same thing. As soon as we become women, you know, we have this. The society starts to limit the jobs that are available to us, or promotions. You know, and if they find out you're a trans woman, you know, that they really, yeah, it just adds to the problem. So, you know, my focus as I grow older, you know, has been on trans women, you know, and it's like, I just think even inside the LGBT community, we keep using the word, you know, stepchildren, you know, well.
The T is silent. The T is very silent.
You know, it's something that we need to work on. You know, but I got to go to New York.